see, in Oddworld, there's two kinds of gamers, my friend. Those who play the game right, and those who cheat. Coming up next, we've got a fistful of Stranger as we take a look at a bounty of game-busting cheats for Oddworld Stranger's Wrath. You dig? Welcome to Cheat, where playing by the rules went out with the mullet. I'm Kristin Holt, and tonight we're off to Oddworld, where a mysterious bounty hunter known only as the Stranger is on the prowl. Just who is this weirdo, and what does he want? Is bounty hunting really the best way to make a living? And why are there so many chicken people running around? We cornered Oddworld creator Lauren Lanning for all the answers.
Well, Stranger fits into the Oddworld universe in a different way than we had done in the past. And in this game, we wanted to stake out some entirely new territory in terms of gameplay, but also in terms of the species and the heroes that we're creating. And we never saw ourselves as the Abe and Munch company as much as the settlers of Oddworld. And so Stranger was a perfect opportunity with the new gameplay style that we wanted to do, which was much more action-driven, to just go into a different location. The story for Oddworld Stranger's Wrath was inspired by, on the surface, the Sergio Leone character of the Man with No Name from, you know, those great spaghetti westerns. We felt that that inspiration was very appropriate, you know, for what we wanted to go after. And we wanted to start off with a character who was very concerned with himself for his own motivations and had some various issues happening. And we wanted the bounty hunting theme was a very natural theme for gaming. The bounty missions are at the core and the heart of who our character is and what his plight is and how he raises the money to, you know, when we really see how the plot thickens. Bounty hunting and getting those enemies and those end bosses is it's right at the core of the game.
Jump cash-in time.
To be the best bounty hunter, you'll need to know how to fight. Keep in mind there's more to the Stranger than meets the eye.
Stranger in general has 3 different types of melee attacks, and 2 of those are physically based when he's could be standing still or walking or even moving faster, which is, you know, left and right trigger. He'll do like a melee swing punch, and then he can do a headbutt. And the headbutt is like, it'll knock characters out. It'll do more damage than the swinging one, but you can't move as fast when you do it. But his primary one is that if you keep on, you know, heading him in one direction, he'll increase in speed, and he'll go through different gates in his animation. And as he increases in speed, and once he starts to lope, which is sort of a little hint that there's more to the character than meets the eye, once he starts to go into this sort of cat-like loping role, he's moving faster, but he feels more like a motorcycle in the way that you control him. And we wanted that because one of his key melee abilities is being able to ram into characters.
The Stranger's melee attacks aren't his only abilities. This game has a new engine that combines first-person and third-person action, taking it to a whole new level.
We wanted to break through a few barriers, you know, and we really felt like the boundary between first and third-person action hadn't really been cracked with very strategic differences of how you would play both, but allow you to play either at any time. The strategic difference between first and third person is that in first person, you're bound by about 15 miles per hour and how fast you can move. If you choose to go into third person, you can't shoot, though you do have melee abilities, but you can run at 55 miles per hour, which is faster than all the other characters can run. So that allows you to get into a tense situation and go, I'm just hightailing it out of here. But and that was pretty ambitious, just to say, well, we want to crack the first to third person barrier, and it was pretty challenging, but ultimately, I think we succeeded pretty well.
Okay, so the Stranger is hiding something. Is he good, bad, or just plain ugly? What did Lauren mean when he said there really is more to the Stranger than meets the eye? While you ponder that thought, I'd like you to meet some dear friends of mine who want you to buy stuff. Of course, they're only my friends because they pay my salary. We'll be right back.
Mom, Dad, this is my boyfriend, Jinwoo.
Jinwoo.
Konnichiwa.
Who's this?
This is Jinwoo.
Woo, huh? That sure is a fancy phone.
You called it a phone? I told you he wouldn't understand. Honey, it's got MySpace Mobile. Oh.
It's actually a Helio. Don't call us a phone company, don't call it a phone.
Yeah, I had pan pizza on my anniversary. Well, I burned dinner. I burned dinner.
The original pan pizza from Pizza Hut. Now $10.99 for a large, any way you want. Add any medium one topping for $5 more. Pizza Hut pan pizza.
It used to be this was the only place I could use my phone. Right up here, by this window. But now, with the Sprint network, not only can I watch live news on my phone, but I can actually use it where I want to. DP here.
Switch to the Sprint Power Network. Now backed by our 30-day risk-free guarantee. Sprint.
Hey guys, look at this. With Sprint's new fair and flexible family plan, unlimited night calling starts at 7 p.m. Isn't that great?
Honey, you are so clever.
Oh.
You're the best dad in the world, Dad.
I love you, Dad.
Oh. So, I'll take the plan. Thanks for letting me use Sprint's practice family.
Glad to help.
I'm gonna take lunch now.
Only Sprint's fair and flexible plan gives your family unlimited calling starting at 7 p.m. for no extra charge. Available on Sprint or Nextel.
You're gorgeous. Can I get at you for a second?
Just did. Bye.
For four friends.
Why ain't call me Shorty? I'm taller than you.
One summer changed everything.
When we're out on that rink, nobody can touch us.
ATL. Buy it Tuesday on DVD.
Welcome back to Cheat. I'm Kristin Holt. Our rule-spanking exploration of Oddworld Stranger's Wrath is well underway, but we've only just scratched the surface of this massive universe. Like any good bounty hunter, the stranger needs to have plenty of live ammo on hand as he hunts down the outlaws. But in his case, that ammo is not only live, but kicking and screaming.
Never liked guns.
The stranger may hate guns, but that doesn't mean he won't kill an outlaw to make a few bucks. To round up bounties, it doesn't just take melee moves, but a double-barrel crossbow armed with live ammo. It's actually live critters that you round up throughout the game. There are 8 different types of ammo, including chip punks, which you use to lure enemies to you, fuzzles, they're like live landmines, and boom bats are just like grenades. These feisty creatures will literally take a bite of any outlaw or innocent townsfolk that crosses your path. And what's even better is the ammo is upgradable. How you use these different critters in different combinations offers unique strategies in how you play, whether it's running wild with your crossbow blazing or using a more stealthy approach. Keep in mind that every character you meet can be taken out in different ways as you use the destructible environment and your critters. Now we've got some live ammo combination strategies from the resident gamers at Oddworld Inhabitants.
With our weapon system, one of the main advantages is it pauses the game, so you can choose kind of your strategy before you enter an area. I like the skunks and the bees because you can essentially suppress guys, a group of guys, and then get them with the bees, which is very machine gun-like, and take them all down.
One of the best strategies you can use, obviously, is to use a chip punk to draw an enemy away from his friends, and then use a bolamite to wrap the enemy up, and that way you can bounty him and get him alive. If you want to be a bit more, a bit more creative and also necessarily care about bringing guys in alive, scattered throughout the game we have a wide variety of traps. So what you can do is use the chip punk to maneuver guys near fans or these cranes, and then you can use things like the thud slug, which can knock guys around. My favorite weapons, I love the boom bat and the sting bee. It's a great combination because you see a group of targets and you hit them with the boom bat to scatter them or outright kill them, and then in the ensuing chaos, you let them have it with the sting bee.
Now that you know more about the live ammo system, we've got a major piece of advice for the stranger when he's out searching for the next bounty.
With the stranger, where there's one game speak button, it's context sensitive. So if I'm walking around and I hit that button, I can talk to myself and I'll just go, I need to find a bounty store.
Gotta head north, they're wagons.
Really what's happening is your mini goal is being told to you by the character anytime you want. And if you talk to someone else, it's relating that mini goal as a question to try and give you more information.
Can you tell me how to get to the next town?
What? Is it hard to find your way with your head up your butt?
But what I really like to do is just talk to all the characters, because there's some really unexpected humor that gets delivered. And if you're just rushing through the game and you don't talk to the characters, I think you're really missing something. So that's one of the things I would encourage, because there's a lot of little sort of Easter eggs waiting within these characters and what they have to say.
You want directions, punk? Piss off.
So we have over 5,000 recordings of just those little game speak snippets built into the game.
I can't help you out, really, but I can tell you my pants are way too tight.
You know, the Department of Defense is actually at work on a gun that can shoot thousands of golden retriever puppies a minute into enemy territory. How cute would that be? Who'd want to fight with all those little puppies running around? Well, no matter what you're packing, every outlaw has a big bad boss that you need to track down. And when you do, the bounty will be worth the trouble. Here's one you'll meet early on in the game, and all you need to know to rope him in.
All right, stranger, you ain't taking me!
Now, when you get to the actual bosses, the outlaws, he's going to have a unique playstyle. He's going to do something different that the other guys don't do. And then you'll have to figure out how to deal with your live ammo system and do this to really maximize getting that guy in the way that you want, you know, dead or alive.
Here's our strategy for the third mission at Gizzard Gulch, where you've got to bounty Boyle's booty. He's storming through the town with his gang to rescue his brother Blisters, who you captured in the beginning of the game. Once you're out on the streets, the battle begins. Boyles and his boys are already firing, trying to pin you down. You're gonna have to use the back alleys of town to your advantage. First, run to the trailer by the west gate and take cover so you can load your crossbow with boom bats and fuzzles. If you've got a clear path, start running in this direction towards this fence and crash right through, taking cover in the back corner on your left. Set fuzzles along the fence and on the wall. They'll attack, giving you a heads up of when the gang is closing in, and now toss in a boom bat to blow them all away. Head for the back alleys at the east end fast and take cover. This is a good place to take a break from all the crossfire and recharge your health. Shake off the damages by pressing the Y button. While you're recovering, Boyles and his boys will be coming to you in full force. Set more fuzzles and blast them with the boom bats. If you need more bats, run over to this alley with the critter crates and stock up fast. Before you can bag Boyles, all the other outlaws have to be taken out first. And when they're all gone, Boyles comes out even meaner with his gun blazing. Dodge his attacks and fire back with thud slugs and fuzzles. They'll keep biting, bringing down his health fast. Here's the time to decide if you want to bring him in dead or alive. But after all the trouble he's caused, we're choosing dead. Now say adios to Gizzard Gulch. You're moving on to Buzzerton, where there's more moolah and more bounties.
Knocking 'em good.
My boss treats me the same way, but she's not so easy to kill. At least I can take out my frustration on those cute townsfolk of Buzzerton and make some moolah while I'm at it. For a recap on the boss battle at Gizzard Gulch, head to our website at g4tv.com/cheat, where you'll find all the strategies you'll need. Next, we'll introduce you to Explosives McGee and show you how to bring them down, plus FaceTime with some other Oddworld inhabitants.
When America needs a hero. When freedom stands alone. Let us join Special Agent Bob and Secret Agent Steve, two of the finest official unofficial Splinter Cells.
Would you stop that? What? Stop that. You're doing it on purpose.
You're doing it on purpose.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Grow up.
Seriously.
I like to pork donkeys.
Did that say?
I hate you so much.
Whatever. You're the donkey porker.
Start talking.
I just take care of the monkeys.
Really? My partner works with donkeys.
Not right now.
You guys have a lot in common. You could go on a double date with your respective animals.
I hate you. Wow, this game is fun. Look, a priest.
Oh, don't talk to him. He's Shadowspect, and I hate Shadowspect.
Dude,
Sorry, but those guys are donkey porkers.
Stay tuned for the continuing adventures of Bob and Steve.
New longer lasting juicy fruit. Sweet.
Dude, I wanted that.
Yeah? And?
Don't mess you for it.
Gotta have sweet, gotta have longer lasting juicy fruit.
From the director of X-Men and X-Men 2, the legend returns. Superman Returns, rated PG-13. Now playing in theaters and IMAX.
With our new Super 6 mix, the possibilities are endless.
So I could get a large pizza, wings, and a mini bike?
No.
Cheesy bread?
Yeah.
Puppy?
No.
Domino's new Super 6 mix. Choose 3 or more great menu items for just $6 each. Get the door, it's Domino's.
There are two ways to define function.
Feed your appetite for fun with Butterfinger Crisp.
Yeah!
Butterfinger Crisp. Follow the finger.
Think about that.
Go to GameTap, where you can play hundreds of the greatest video games from the greatest systems right from your broadband connected PC. You can play everything from classics like Pac-Man and Sonic to current favorites like Tomb Raider, Splinter Cell, and more. It's the easiest way to access over 500 of your favorite games, with more games added every week. And if you sign up today, you'll get 2 weeks free. There's no long-term commitment required. And GameTap TV takes you beyond the games with funny and original shows you can watch whenever you want.
Oh, great. What? I hate level 3.
In seconds, you can be dodging missiles, fighting aliens, and who knows what else. Experience the new world of video games. GameTap. Expand your playground. Play to win the ultimate entertainment prize pack. Sign up at GameTap.com/enter for your chance to win. Some games rated E to T, not all games rated by the ESRB.
Working from home changed my life.
It all started when I was referred by this free service.
With all the money I made working from home, I bought a new home. This is the one website you have to visit.
Put your computer to work now.
All you need is a computer and a little belief in yourself.
I'm making $5,000 a month. I make over $7,000 a month working part-time.
I love the lifestyle my home business offers. And the money's great, too.
Log on to OneGain.com now.
Hi, I'm the person who didn't save hundreds of dollars by switching car insurance. Yep, I'm the guy. Must be, because every day they tell me about a bazillion people who switched on TV, radio, billboards.
They show me entire stadiums worth of people who switched.
But Progressive Direct shows you side-by-side comparisons of competitors' rates and services, so you can see if their services are worth the savings. Those gazillion people should call Progressive, because no one likes to be wrong. Think easier. Think Progressive.
We're back with more ethically questionable Oddworld shenanigans on Cheat. Now that you've met all your live animal companions and you know your way around Oddworld even better, it's time to dig into some serious strategy with more battle-tested tips from the folks at Oddworld Inhabitants.
So this is halfway through the Explosives McGee minecart level. Explosives McGee is this boss who's in Mungo Valley is mining for native artifacts and gold and things of value, and he's essentially set up this crazy minecart system to get his goods in and out. This is where you take a big, huge spiraling minecart ride down, and all these guys chase you. I'm going to get in this minecart and show you one of the big advantages of this level that you can take. So in this level, you see a bunch of explosive barrels. Usually the player won't fight and blow these things up, but if you just go ahead and blow all of them up, it gives you a huge advantage, and this is like a good cheat. So now you're getting chased by this guy. Another thing you can take advantage of in this game is the menu system will pause, so now I can switch tactics, and I decide to go with the boom bat. And with one boom bat, I can blow up anybody who's chasing me. Again, we see like a bunch of barrels. If you just blow up these barrels, then you're gonna take out a bunch of NPCs before they can even come and fire at you. Now you'll see all these outlaws will come out, but they have nothing to walk on. So it makes stuff a lot easier for the player if you just blow up the barrels beforehand. So instead of even trying to fight this guy, I'm just gonna blow up the barrel, because then he falls and he dies. These two guys are chasing me. I could fight him with the bees, but that takes quite a bit of time. I'm just gonna switch over to the boom bat and just destroy them in their carts with one blow.
When you reach the end of the minecart ride, you'll have to make your way towards Explosives McGee, fighting a wave of more outlaws on the ground. Once you reach Explosives himself, watch out, because he's got a 6-shooting, body-rocking grenade launcher and a posse of minions that are ready to take a bite out of the stranger.
And his boss fight's actually interesting in that he spends the entire fight in a mine car, and he moves around in a rail above you, trying to hit with rockets. So what you have to do is strategically dodge him and hit these switches that causes his platform to drop further and further down to the ground so you can get access to him. And all the while, you have to watch out for, like, he'll send waves of minions after you, so you have to strategically watch out for his minions, dodge his rockets, and also keep an eye out for when you have to hit the switch to knock him down.
I ain't dead yet! Bring it on, sucker!
It really is more satisfying to bring in those bounties dead than alive. And one more bit of advice. If you run into trouble, you can save your game anywhere, anytime. As big as Oddworld is, there's still more to explore if you know where to find it. With a little help, we discovered a secret level in the game, a quiet part of town where you can slip away for a quick and easy upgrade.
If you keep your search carefully in the game, though, you can also sniff out a black market. Now, black market offers more significantly enhanced upgrades to your various critters and live ammo. The black market is located in a town called New York City, which you'll get to when you get to a section of the game called Mongo Valley. If you listen around, this lady's talking about cool stuff for bounty hunters.
Marketeer, you need to climb that rope across the street to...
So you look around for a rope here. This is the rope she was talking about. I climb up here, explore these rooftops, follow this path back here, and lo and behold, a door.
What's the password?
Mole's ass?
Close enough.
I'm in the black market. So now you can see he has all kinds of stuff. He's upgraded spiders that I can purchase. He's got upgraded, for your first-person melee moves, you can purchase spiked knuckles. You can also purchase different enhancements for your speed, stamina, as well as extenders for your various weaponry, give you more ammo. It's a fun thing to find.
And now that everybody knows about that part of town, it's only a matter of time before they build a Gap and a Starbucks there. But Oddworld could use a good cup of joe. Coming up next, we're getting close to the end, but with some more help from Lauren Lanning, we'll ensure that you make it out alive.
Wheels worth of cheesy goodness. That's snacking strong.
At what point does a car do more than take you from point A to point B? When does it come to life? When does it become your co-conspirator? When does a car become more than just a car? Introducing the all-new 268-horsepower Toyota Camry. It's time to move forward.
His movies have explored the dark corners of our fears. Now, he reveals the nightmare that waits in your own backyard.
Oh my God.
M. Night Shyamalan's Lady in the Water, rated PG-13.
Get what you want with Dell. Like this Inspiron B130 notebook with an Intel Celeron M processor for just $479. Dell, purely you.
Sundays are high octane on G4. Bounce with Big C on Street Fury.
This is my baby.
Why your baby getting on me like that?
Then get smoked with Formula D.
The action's about to heat up.
Sundays, it's Street Fury at 6 and Formula D at 7. Presented by Scion, only on G4.
In 8 days, for the first time ever, the world's biggest comic book movie and animation convention comes to you live. G4 presents Comic-Con 06 Live.
It is indescribable.
On the floor with 100,000 fans.
I'm totally geeking out.
Bringing you breaking news, interviews, and events as they happen. Plus, one of the most anticipated films of 2007. It's a Transformer movie exclusive. Comic-Con 06 Live. Presented by Yaris. July 21st at 8, only on G4.
Welcome back to Cheat's Adventure Through Oddworld. We're almost at the end of the game, and we still haven't figured out what it is the stranger is hiding. Of course, you could work through all the final levels on your own to find out, or maybe we can get Lorne Lanning and his guys to spill the beans. Is there such a thing as a secret that's worth keeping?
Well, wait till you get to the last third of the game. Just really changes. But as we start getting into the industrial environments and we start sort of escalating beyond the Western theme, and what you find in this game is that what starts to, and begins to feel as a Western, by the time you're done, that's just completely gone. You're in a whole nother, flavor.
With the world changing around you, there's a major plot twist thrown in too. Remember when I said there's more to the stranger than meets the eye? Well, too bad we can't show you what I'm talking about because it would really just spoil all your fun. We may be cheaters, but we still know how to play fair every once in a while. Instead, I'll just be a tease and give you a sneak peek at some of the later levels and toss in a little strategy for good measure. This is where all those live ammo tips and stealth strategies will be put to good use.
This is the Wolvark docks. It's this level takes place a little later in the game. So in this level, as you can see, there's these huge crates that are hanging, and essentially you can use these crates as traps. One of the upgrades to your weapons you get is the Howler Punk. The Howler Punk will lower many guys into wherever it is launched. So for example, I'm gonna launch the Howler Punk underneath this crate and lower a bunch of guys, and you can see them coming in your radar, which is a great advantage. So we wait for these guys to come under, and then you can activate the crate, and they all get crushed. So I just killed 4 guys very simply. So that's a good tool to use. So these crates are definitely a big advantage. You can see, like, I haven't even taken a hit.
Now, you might be thinking, are there any cheat codes in Oddworld Stranger's Wrath?
There are, but we're waiting to let those out. The type of unlockables that we have in the game are, if we gave them to you now, they would break the experience for you. Because it'd be like infinite ammo, upgraded ammo in the first level, infinite health, level cheats, things of that nature. So we're being careful to not really reveal those things until a good percentage of the people who are going to play the game have actually played it, and then that'll offer them some new ways to play it.
Well, Lorne might think that having some cheat codes will ruin your experience, but we think that cheat codes is the only way to play. But since Lorne wasn't talking, it's a good thing we know where to look and who to rough up in situations like these. I only had to catch and bounty 10 Oddworld inhabitants for the information, but it was worth it. Here's what I got them to cough up. When cheating your way through Oddworld Stranger's Wrath, there's a few extra steps to entering the code. You'll need to have a second controller handy. To enable the cheat codes, plug in a second controller in port 2, and then take it out and continue with the following sequence you see below on your main controller. Once that's all done, you can enter in these next codes to cheat through the game. Give the stranger more moolah without rounding up a bounty or harassing the locals. Just enter in the code on the bottom of the screen and you'll be rewarded with 1,000 moolah. Use the code again and get 1,000 more. If you keep it going, you can afford to buy all the upgrades from the start. You can make the stranger invincible when you enter in this code. Now you'll survive every gun battle and every fist fight without a scratch. With cheat codes like these, capturing bounties won't be much trouble at all. That was the first time anyone got to see these cheat codes, but unfortunately that's all the time we have for today's show. And as the sun sinks slowly in whatever direction it sets in on Oddworld, it's time for us to say goodbye. Are you stuck on a level and need some help? Then send up a flare to cheat@g4tv.com. You can sound off about the show on your message boards and check out our cheat sheet master database at g4tv.com/cheat. That's where you'll find all of the Strangers cheat codes, and the strategies will be there too. Until next time, I'm Kristin Holt, and I was born to cheat, baby.